Hello there, my spooky people. This is probably my favorite makeup that I've done so far. It's not perfect. I'm not a professional, so clearly all of this is not straight. But I still freaking love it. I am my version of a Viking witch. These are supposed to be Viking symbols, but I can't paint my face like I can paint a door, so it's just gonna have to do. But anyways, you guys, today is paranormal mystery and then makeup. So today the purpose of this video that I'm filming today is to prove a point to a certain YouTuber. Like, I'm not gonna say their name, but I'm going to tell a story about Slenderman today. I'm probably going to be reading off of this piece of paper, but it's an educational video, so. But before I get into this, I want to tell you guys that I did a poll in a group to see how many people actually believed in Slenderman. There is 9.5% of people in this poll that actually believe in Slenderman. Now, there's like a small 1.5% that believe that there's something out there similar to Slenderman, but not exactly Slenderman. And then, you got the 77.5% that don't believe. And then there's another 11.5% that are not sure if they believe or not. I guess there's not enough evidence, I guess. I don't know. But let's get into this, guys. So at first, Slenderman was just an internet meme, but then later on it became a frightening folk tale whispered among American youth. Before long, the Slenderman legend inspired a few of those young people to kill. How did a fictional character created on the internet cause so much violence? Why did it become so popular in the first place? Slenderman just makes me so mad. I can't believe that there's people that are famous right now talking about freaking Slenderman. Okay. On June 10th, 2009, Slenderman was born out of a Photoshop contest on an internet forum. The challenge was on the comedy website Something Awful, and the point was to take regular pictures and make them look scary by adding real-looking ghosts, ghouls, or monsters. Now, Eric Knudsen pretty much owned this competition because, of course, he created Slenderman with a ghostly figure with a featureless face. The character was creepy enough that the pictures actually started attracting attention. Inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, Stephen King, and William Burroughs, and other creators, Knudsen took some old black and white images of children playing and photoshopped this faceless creature into these pictures. Now, one of these pictures had a cryptic caption that added to the creepiness of this picture. It said, "We didn't want to go, we didn't want to kill them. But its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified but confronted us at the same time." I don't think Slenderman's going to be very comforting to me. While Knudsen gave Slenderman his name and physique, the Slenderman legend was the communal, homegrown creation of a slew of internet users. On June 20th, just 10 days after the post, the YouTube channel Marble Hornets posted a Blair Witch Project-style found footage series about a student being stalked by a Slenderman-like figure dubbed The Operator. Marble Hornets was a YouTube channel that was ran by a couple of film students basically just ran by their imaginations. They shot the nearly 90 episode series over a 5-year period. Other series and homemade video games soon followed over many websites with hundreds of thousands of followers. Jesus Christ. Slenderman has always been a tall, slender, obviously faceless creature with a dark suit and long arms, often with tentacles sprouting out of his back. But fans filled in the blanks a little bit with their own ideas as to what he did and why. Users posted that he preyed on children, calling them into the woods and inviting them to kill in order to be initiated into his proxy. His motives were always left ambiguous, but in many ways it was scarier not knowing any of the specifics about his backstory. Slenderman was a classic example of creepypasta and modern horror legend that makes the rounds only after several people copy and paste it around the internet. What had once been the collective labor of love by a close-knit family of anonymous internet users soon became a commodity. In 2013, the first horror video game, Slender: The Arrival, premiered. Then Slender: The 8 Pages, tarnishing the homegrown appeal of its origins. But this disappointment was nothing compared to the real-life panic that ensued later on. I can't stop looking at myself. I can't stop looking at myself because my hair looks really fucking good right now. On May 30th of 2014, 3 12-year-old girls had a slumber party in Waukesha, Wisconsin. One nearly bled to death after being stabbed 19 times with a kitchen knife. Horrifically, her 2 friends were responsible for her stabbing. Bleeding from her arms, legs, and torso, 12-year-old Peyton managed to drag herself to a path where a cyclist found her and called 911. The other 2 girls, Morgan and Anissa, admitted to police that they had been planning the attack for months to please the Slenderman. Peyton's near death made international headlines, fueling parents' fears that the dark corners of the internet would turn their children into violent, socially isolated monsters. What has a once harmless online boogeyman was now, according to news outlets, cause for serious parental concern. Said that early December 13, Morgan began plotting how she and Anissa could become Slenderman's proxies and join him in a mansion in the woods, and they saw Peyton as their ticket. The state of Wisconsin tried the 2 girls as adults, but Morgan was soon diagnosed with schizophrenia. Now, I don't know if you guys have watched any of the documentaries based on this. Explore With Us, you need to check them out. They did one recently on this killing, and it shows this little girl, and oh my God, she's crazy. Literally. And in 2017, a jury found she was not criminally responsible for the stabbing for the reason of mental illness. In other words, her mental disorder made her think Slenderman was real, and Anissa's own disposition made her submissive to Morgan's delusions. The stabbing stories seemed to be the final nail in the coffin for what had once been a fun, harmless internet meme. Something Awful pleaded, "Please do not kill anybody," because of Slenderman. Marble Hornets released its final 2 episodes a couple of weeks later. This wasn't the only time the Slenderman story had claimed lives. On June 5th of 2014, a woman in Hamilton County, Ohio, called the police after coming home and being attacked with a knife. The alleged attacker was the woman's 13-year-old daughter, who, according to the mother, greeted her while wearing a hood and a blank white mask. The daughter was said to have a history of mental illness and an obsession with the Slenderman legend. Later that year, a single mother and her 9-year-old son would wake up to a home in flames. The woman's 14-year-old daughter started the blaze by lighting a bleach and rum-soaked sheet on fire. The girl admitted she had been reading a lot about the Slenderman legend and expressed remorse for setting the blaze. Eric Knudsen said that Slenderman is not so different from classic monsters like Frankenstein. It's yet another entry into a long line of spooky that creative people have conjured up to scratch the universe's fear itch. Media and police chief of Waukesha Police Department say the violence should be a wake-up call to all parents. The internet is full of dark and wicked things. But for every frightful parent, there's an internet user who just wants to have fun with Photoshop. To this day, I do not understand how so many people can still believe Slenderman exists. This one YouTube person still makes videos chasing Slenderman through the woods. Now, I've had a little bit of an update since I did this, all of this research, that the little girl Anissa that was in on the stabbings is being granted a supervised release. And I don't know what to really think about this, okay? Because obviously, if you have a mental illness, you're more submissive to these stories, I guess. But I still don't understand how an internet meme can be drawn out into something like this that causes people to kill people. It doesn't make sense. God, I don't believe in Slenderman. Do you believe in Slenderman, or are you part of the 1.5% that believe that there's something out there similar to Slenderman, or what? I don't know. You guys let me know down below what you guys think. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video before I start calling out people for stupid videos on YouTube. That's okay. I'm not going to be that YouTuber that calls out other YouTubers. But until next time, you guys, be you, love yourself, and stay spooky. I'll see you guys next time.